So, 3 Democratic members of Congress were protesting outside of an ICE facility and basically blocking the way. And then they started getting physical with federal officers and ICE agents. And basically, at least one of them, I watched on the video, I watched her assault a fucking cop. And yet, again, they're not in handcuffs. And we wonder why that is. We surely do. I think people are getting tired of that. People, it is May the 13th, 2025. It's now 9:40 a.m. here in Germany. This is the Insanity Report for today, where I was astounded to see, this Democrat congressperson. First of all, actually, we know the left is violent, right? All this talk about right-wing violence and shit, that shit hasn't happened since the Unabomber or some shit like that. I haven't heard any shit like any right-wing violence. I mean, I'm sure there's been some, but it's not, definitely not as high on my radar as left-wing violence is, because that's going on all around the world. We got Antifa, BLM, the whole fucking mess, these Tesla vandalizers, and now the actual Congress members are also getting violent. The reason why that is because they're like, all of them are like, leftists are like petulant, aggressive teenagers that when they don't get their way, they get, this bratty petulance about them. And then they think, I'm going to get what I want no matter what. And then they start like a tantrum. They throw a tantrum. And that's what happens. They don't have control of themselves. They lose control of themselves. And then they assault cops. Which, if any one of us, now let's be real, any one of us would have even pushed a cop in any of these types of situations, that would have been the end of our day, at least. Because we would be spending that day in fucking jail, either getting a lawyer to start filing or to start protecting yourself against assault of a police officer charges, right? Which isn't light. You know what I'm saying? Sure, they exaggerate that shit sometimes. Actually, definitely when it's a regular person, right? They get thrown in the slammer, the book gets thrown in them. But these Democratic congresswomen are, once again, on some sort, I forgot what show it was, some sort of news show, basically saying, all that shit you saw on that video, that didn't happen. We were just there. We didn't assault any cops. There's no video of this. There is video of this. And I saw the video twice. There's no question that this congresswoman put her hands on this cop. Not only do you see her like charge him, because she's a big fat bitch, right? So you see her charge him basically, right? Big rhinoceros body charging at the dude. And it also looks like, she definitely touched him. She pushed him, and then it also looks like she hit him. She actually closed fist punched the guy, or maybe it was a different one, but that definitely looks like that. So there's no disputing they got physical with cops, plain and simple. And my gripe with any sort of government or authority has always been, I want these authorities to follow their own rules if they're going to make me follow them. And that just never, ever, ever happens, right? From the time I was a kid till now, I'm almost 50, and I still see people in positions of authority, especially for whatever reason, Democrats, getting away with all kinds of shit that if it were me, I would never be able to get away with. Now, part of the reason for that in this case is that the people that are supposed to be holding their colleagues and people to account aren't doing that, right? They're not doing that. And then on top of that, there's a large segment of the American population that still votes for these maniacs. So they're still legitimized by being voted in, even though they act like petulant, spoiled, fat little children. They're like Cartman. All of them are like Cartman. And okay, that's like an insult to Cartman because I like Cartman, but you know what I mean, right? And so what amazes me is that when I looked into it, because, again, I would say generally, if any person charged like a rhinoceros at a cop, pushed him, and then probably punched another one, they would be in handcuffs at least right away. No cop, no self-respecting cop would allow that to happen. Okay? They just wouldn't. Right? Now, I know this was a heat of the moment situation. They were trying to keep the whole crowd back, etc., etc. Not only are these people still in Congress, right? So, what's going to happen to them? They can just do this? They get to keep their job and everything? No jail, no job, no keep the job, no arrest. No, they can just do it because they're fat fucking congresswomen. They're Democrats. Is that why they can do it? Because, again, is there nothing that the House or the Senate or the Republicans or Sergeant at Arms, is there nothing anybody can do? I mean, in Maine, I told you guys about this yesterday. In Maine, they just took away the voting rights of a Congress representative chick that fucking took the voting rights away. She can't speak on the House floor anymore. She's basically muted and silenced by the Speaker of the House in Maine because she didn't agree with a fucking dude beating little girls at sports in high school in Maine. Right? Oh, she was hurting the trans community, and now she can't vote for her representative, for her constituents. She can't speak for her constituents. She's basically neutered. That's the end of her career there. She might as well just go home. She might as well not even be there. You know, well, so they can do that to her. So what can the Republicans do to these Democrats? I'm sure there's something, right? I'm sure there's people out there smarter than me, right? Know more about the Constitution than me, know more about the Congress rules than me, that know that there's something could be done about this. And are we going to see the Republicans do jack shit again? Probably, because that's all they ever fucking do. You know what I'm saying? Who put the order out to not arrest these people? Especially the fat one that charged like a rhino with her giant rhino body at this dude. You know what I'm saying? That one is clear on tape. That's the one I saw. I saw it on tape. I saw it. When cops do investigations, right? They investigate, they ask questions of witnesses, and they ask people, you know, what did you see and what exactly happened, and they get told, and then they find a video, and on that video they just happen to hit the jackpot, right? That it's clear as day that the suspect that they already have in mind is on the video doing the thing, and then the investigation's over. They're like, okay, we got the video, that's it. You know what I'm saying? They got the video. Let's start a trial or something, or take a plea or something. But nope, they get to assault police officers, just walk the fuck out and keep their jobs as congresspeople. No censuring, no taking away their voting rights, nothing. I haven't heard anything about it. Now maybe something will still come. I'm quick to the gun on this. I'll admit, you know what I mean? It only happened like yesterday or over the weekend or something. Maybe something will come out of it, but I doubt it. Especially because it's Congress. Especially because it's weak, spineless fucking Republicans in Congress that won't do shit about shit. Right? They're the ones that sit around and let themselves get beat up. Right? Let themselves get beat the fuck up. They never fight back ever. They're so feckless, fucking disgusting weaklings. I hate it. It drives me nuts. They never fight back, man. It's unreal. You know what I mean? It's unreal. I can't. Look, again, I'm going to say it again. I'm not trying to be like Tim Pool. I haven't really said it before, but I've said it now in one video before. But look, America is in a civil war, right? And it's kinetic. It's just not, you know, full-on militias of people running around barricading off. Well, no, that's not true. The BLM fucking chop Chaz shit during George Floyd, that was militias of people with actual arms blocking themselves off, blockading places, taking over parts of cities. So I guess the Civil War is fully kinetic. Now you've got the leaders of one of the factions are actually starting to get violent, and the other faction goes, oh my God, we can't arrest them though. We can't do anything about it though, because then they'll do it to us for later. I'm so tired of hearing this shit. These motherfuckers are driving me nuts, right? They're driving me nuts. You know, I get it why people are kind of like going, actually it wouldn't be so bad if Trump was a dictator. You know what I mean? For a day, or for a week, or for the whole 4 years. You know what I mean? That's because we trust Trump, right? So we're like, okay, if he's a dictator, it's probably not going to be so bad. And the reason we don't want Trump as a dictator is we don't want anybody else to be a dictator after that. I get it, right? That's how I think about it. But boy, it would be nice to let Trump be the dictator, though, wouldn't it? At least for the 4 years. Like as a bonus for getting ripped off in 2020, he gets this like bonus addition to his presidency. Like, okay, you can just do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? We can't make you president a third time. The 2020 election was stolen from you. There's proof enough out there now. We know it happened. And here's a way to compensate you. You get to be the dictator of America for those 4 years. And to make sure, that should be compensation enough. I'm sure Trump would take it. I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. Because like this ain't shit gonna get done, dude. You know what I mean? Like with these fucking feckless fucking people. Again, I'm wondering why it is. I'm sure that Congress didn't call the ICE people and said don't arrest these people, right? I know that didn't happen, but somebody must have. Somebody must have said, whoa, you can't just arrest blah blah. I forgot what their fucking names are because they're irrelevant, because they're all one hive mind of people. I don't really care what their individual names are anymore. You know what I mean? Somebody must have made them not do it, right? Maybe those people had bodyguards with them and they kind of negotiated. I wonder what happened, right? No, because if I was a cop, and that fucking fat bitch pushed me, that'd be it. You know what I'm saying? And if I got a fucking stand down order, no, you can't arrest that bitch, I'd be like, all right, well then I quit. I'm done. Simple. You know what I mean? Simple. I couldn't live like that. I couldn't live in a job like that. I have to let myself get pushed around by some snotty, disgusting, fat fucking bitch from the Democrats. And because she's a Democrat, I have to just put up with it like a bitch? No, sorry. I couldn't live like that. So I'm wondering why these people are not in handcuffs right now and haven't been, right? What the fuck's going on? And all we hear is, well, the DHS is contemplating possible charges. That means no. That means no. You know what I mean? Because if they were contemplating possible charges, they would have fucking put these bitches in handcuffs right there. There's no long-term investigation, preliminary hearings and shit needed. It's on fucking video. There's witnesses of the thing. It's an assault on a cop. Do we get the courtesy of a 5-week investigation where we punch a cop in the face and get to go home for 5 weeks? And, well, it takes time, guys. No, we're in fucking handcuffs right away that same fucking day. Maybe we'll be able to make bail. Maybe fucking not. That's how that works for us. Okay? But for Rhinoceros Rex and her cohort of fucking angry Democrat women, it's all good. It's all good. That's the thing. That's why, you know what? You know why petulant teenagers don't control themselves and start breaking shit and throwing shit? Is because they don't get disciplined when they do shit like that. You see, if I had a kid and the motherfucker smashed a glass at me or fucking tried to hit me or some shit like that, the kid would see wrath like he's never seen in his life. And that's what that's what has to happen to these fucking Democrat leftists. These people must be punished for their actions severely, and then they may learn their lesson. Then they may back down and back off when they realize, oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? These people are going to do that shit back to me. And they're not expecting that shit because they've been doing this for a long time and getting the fuck away with it, right? They're like the bully at school that's like pushing you and going, do something, bitch, do something. What you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do? Do something. That's the Democrats to the Republicans. They're like, do something, bitch, do something. Come on, I'm not touching you. Right? And where every normal person would have snapped after the third time and just broke their fingers and smashed in their eyeballs, the Republicans just get pushed around. They love it. They're like, come on, we can't be like them. We can't do nothing back to them. We're not like that. We want to look at our Christian values. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fight back, you motherfuckers. God damn it. Unbelievable, right? Shit. We'll see you guys tomorrow.